Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natania, and of course I have my wonderful husband here with me today. And what I want to talk about is how to elevate your home. A lot of time the woman has the say so in how the process is done, and what we have control of it, which is fine. But however, you still got to be mindful of your partner, whether it's the husband or your wife, either way. So this is my husband James. Yeah, go ahead, babe.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, guys. I told him not to wear the hat, so comment below. Let me know if you think the hat should go or stay. So let's get into this. As I shared before, that we have a new construction home, and even though it's a new construction, you want to customize it to your own style to reflect who you are. And my husband and I, we've done some few things, and even our previous home that we had before, which was not a new construction, but we still kind of did some things to kind of bring some life to it, and also let it represent us. So we're gonna give some tips today, and just to kind of have a back and forth conversation to see how it goes. You ready, babe?
Let's go.
Okay. So I would suggest that the first thing well, not necessarily first. It's not like in a specific order, but you want to go ahead and repaint, because I feel like paint brings life. And sometimes, like for example, when we got our home, it was this kind of whitish grayish finish, and it was a kind of flat finish, and I don't care for that, but it's what it came with, and we have the option to kind of change it now into something that we like. And I think, babe, what do you think?
I agree with you. I think the foundation that comes with the home is rather bland, especially when it comes to the color that we actually have. But to, in other words, spice it up.
Okay.
We can add colors to it, but I think it has to be tasteful as we move forward to actually do that. Throwing color just to throw color without a purpose could really, I think, destroy your canvas.
Okay. But do you, because right now a lot of people is drawn to kind of white. I know for us with this new house, I like to draw the white as well, because I feel like when you have the base being white, then when you add stuff in, I feel like you get more life, you have more flexibility.
Correct. But my question would be to you is, with the different spaces, do you make the different spaces unique, or do you carry a theme throughout the house? And I think what we have done is we have allowed themes somewhat, but at the same time we've given our spaces, individual spaces, their own life, which in turn is important. But I think what is important as well is, if you're sticking with modern or contemporary versus any type of antiquated a Victorian look, that you keep that throughout the process also.
Okay, all right. I think I'll give him this one. Okay, babe. So what else would you do? What else would you say we've done to elevate our space?
I think what we first did was we got what we wanted in the house, right? So from a blank canvas perspective, we did get what we wanted in the house. Like for instance, we got the columns. Okay. I know that sometimes you were kind of against the columns, but I really like the columns, because the columns you can play up or you can play down. Okay. At any time. Wallpaper is another good one, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of people.
Babe, you want to look at the camera, babe?
No, my bad. I'm just looking into your.
He just looking at me.
Please forgive me.
Talk to the people.
But when you're talking about wallpaper, a lot of people will probably look at wallpaper these days and say, "Guess what? A wallpaper is old. It's not modern. It's not contemporary." But wallpaper has made, in my opinion, and I think in my wife's opinion as well, a comeback, which in turn it gives you so many different ways of doing business, especially when you're talking about a textured wallpaper. I think that goes a long way. But we've done some special things in the house with some wallpapers that you all are going to take a look at, and you're going to go, you know what? I think I'm going to like that. I think I'm going to be able to use that in my home. So I think that's the direction to go in also, babe.
Yeah, I like that, because my husband is right, because back in the day, way back, wallpaper was not like what it was today. Like right now, like I'm looking into the space that we just did, I'm so excited. The detail is so important. Right now you have the wallpaper, which is you can just put it on the wall yourself. It comes with this, with the adhesive, you can just do that. But I like the one where a professional got to come in and do it because I feel like you get better quality. So we did a project, and I'm going to show you guys hopefully in the next video, because I'm trying to get some more pieces to finish the space. So hopefully that happens. Another thing that we've done in our home to elevate the space was trim work. I've shown before in our master bedroom and our sitting area of the master, where we did some what is that called? Like some connected squares.
Correct.
We did that throughout, and I feel like that kind of elevate the space a lot. So, and it's very budget friendly.
Correct.
Yeah, you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I add to that part
Sure.
as well? You don't have to go crazy with what my wife just talked about, the wall art and those types of things. What we found is that if you keep it subtle, and subtle is more than enough. A lot of people fall into the trap of overdoing it.
Okay.
They over decorate the space by adding too much color, too many pictures on the wall, too much furniture. Get away from that. Get away from doing all of that. Take your time when you're picking out things, and you want a lot of your stuff to be unique. You don't want to have to walk into somebody else's house. You don't have to always go to Pinterest or these other sites to get ideas. Get ideas, but don't use what you actually see.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, be able to change it up yourself, but you know, the small things like that.
Let me add a point, because if you think about it, when you go to your really high-end store, your Restoration Hardware, your Bloomingdale's furniture section, Architectural Digest, those high-end magazine, when you look at those spaces, it's not a lot of furniture. And even Ellen DeGeneres, when you look at her cover table books, most celebrity homes don't have a bunch of pieces. They have major, substantial statement piece, and then small, I can say supporting pieces to kind of get the space together. And I know for me anyway, in the past, I would tend to have a lot of furniture, because if I see a space, I believe it should just be filled. But now I'm learning that space is good, because your furniture needs to have room to breathe. You need to have room to live in the space. We have our son, he's like 8, so he needs to have room to play, even though he doesn't play in the space. But you still need to have room so you can just move about and live. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree. Can I add one more thing onto that?
Of course, babe.
As usual. But as my wife talks about space and making sure keep it where you have space in area in such a way, what's also important is to have a light in that room. Right?
Yeah, like natural light, or just like lighting?
Really natural light.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
I can't excuse me. I can't express how it feels to have it. How I feel so good to have a home that's filled with light. Right.
Yeah. Because in our other home we didn't have.
Correct.
We didn't have that much. Yeah.
Absolutely correct. So light is a very, very important one, especially if you're building a home or you're choosing a home to live in. You're going with different real estate agents or whatever the case may be. First thing you should be looking for is your windows, light. Where is the sun coming from?
Okay.
You know, those types of things.
That's good. And since my husband touched on light, one of the things is like, while we're building, we have the option to upgrade our lighting package, and we choose not to, because we wanted to do this on our own. And then take that back. Sometimes when you shop before you get in the space, when you start living in the space, the stuff you bought beforehand doesn't really kind of jive. Is it jive?
Yep.
Doesn't really jive with what you're feeling. So we decided not to do that. And we got the basic light package, and I'm going to take some pictures and show you guys what it looked like. But slowly but surely, we're definitely changing out light fixture to kind of match the theme or the flow of each space. So lighting, natural light, and also your light fixture is very important to having an elevated space. Yeah?
Agree.
What do you say, so?
I agree.
Okay, what does he think?
So we talked about wallpaper, we talked about lighting, we talked about space, we talked about paint.
How about function?
Oh yeah, I think that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
Yeah,
that's
because one of the things, when I look at Pinterest, even though Pinterest is beautiful and I've gotten ideas from Pinterest, everything seems so perfect. And of course that is done for the pictures, but I feel like in real life, we got kids, Some of us have our old elderly parents live with us, so your space needs to be functional but yet still beautiful. So storage, your furniture needs to be of somewhat of good quality. Make sure.
Oh man, I stress that one. I really stress that one. If you're going to spend money, excuse me, on your home, right? Quality has to be it. I know that we kind of go kind of light on our furniture, in between, and then we'll put our money somewhere else. I think it's really, really important that if you're going to get furniture, make sure that it's quality furniture. I know a lot of people, it's sometimes you just can't afford it. Sometimes that's not on a high priority on the list. But I believe that if you have quality pieces, those pieces will take you a lot further than having a love seat or a sofa that you paid low-end budget for, if I can say in that way. And you're in 3 to 4 years, you have to go and buy another piece because it's worn out or it's broken for some odd reason. Unique pieces, man, in furniture, quality. Look for those unique pieces. And when we talk about those unique pieces, it don't necessarily mean that you got to go to a big box store.
Thrift store.
My wife is thrifty. When I married this woman, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm trying to go throw it in there a little bit. When I married this woman, she wouldn't touch a thrift store. Didn't know what the thrift store was. If I were to say secondhand anything, she looked at me like I was crazy. I'm just being honest with you. But over time, God has shown us that we can have what we want. You just got to be smart about how you actually do it. So look for those pieces. And when I say look for those pieces, and my wife will agree with me, those pieces are conversation starters, right? That's a good measure of if you have a good piece, right? Is if that piece can start a conversation, meaning that you can't just look at it and say, oh, that's nice. Okay, I see what that is. Yeah. No, it may be a piece that you don't know what the world it is, but it's unique and it fits within your budget and it fits within the area that you want to put it in.
Okay. Well, guys, I feel like we can't share all the tips in one video, but I feel like what we've shared so far is a good starting point. And just to piggyback off of my husband's in regards to quality furniture, your thrift store, I'm telling you, Goodwill is known to have really old wood furniture which can be sanded down, restained. You can change out the knobs, you can add different stuff to it to kind of customize it to make it your own. So do not disregard the thrift store. When you go to like your TJ Maxx and your Home Goods, once in a while you may find a good piece, and we found some good furniture pieces there. But because we know what we're looking for, it's easier when we walk in the store. We know the brands that make certain quality stuff. So you have to be mindful and knowledgeable of what to look for and how to do things. And that's why I wanted to share this, because sometimes just by seeing someone's space and watching someone clean the space and decorate the space doesn't help you to kind of to bring forth your space or to make your space feel as elevated or high-end, so to speak, in regards to the person you're watching. So it doesn't matter if your home is brand new or if it was built in 1963. You can definitely customize it, you can definitely elevate it. And please, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my lovely husband for doing this with me. And comment below if you'd like to see him in other videos. Let it be a no. Got anything to say?
No, thank you. I enjoyed this.
Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.